Are these people that are crossing the border, are they breaking our law? Do we have laws against crossing our border in an improper fashion?
I think absolutely we do. And I think the issue here is basically how we decide to treat those folks. Are we treating them as folks who are looking for asylum in our country first and foremost, or are we looking at them as criminals who are breaking the law and don't deserve the protections that our country otherwise affords?
Sure, and that's fair. Let me ask you, are they following the process for seeking asylum in our country? Are they following our law?
I do. I've been to other countries, foreign countries, where I didn't speak the language, where I didn't know the customs, where I didn't know the laws. It would have been very difficult for me to walk into another country and know exactly how I should have comported myself or what behaviors would have been acceptable at the start. So I think there certainly is misinformation around this process. I'm sure there are immigrants who come to the border, seeking asylum and for other reasons as well, who don't speak the language, who don't know the process. And I do think, we're under a president who told us he would thwart terrorists from Muslim countries by giving them a questionnaire at the customs checkpoints and airports.
This is getting a little off the topic, with all due respect. These asylum seekers didn't follow our laws. They crossed our borders illegally, which is a misdemeanor, or if it's a repeat time to cross the borders illegally, it's a felony. The legal way to seek asylum is to go through our ports of entry and claim asylum at that time. That's standard international law. That's not a convoluted set of rules and regulations exclusive only here to the United States. And some of these people paid smugglers to get them from their countries through other Central American countries, through Mexico to the United States. They paid thousands and thousands of dollars. They weren't without resources to research this sort of thing. And I guess my question would be, what would Democrats have us do here? Should we go back to the policy of the Obama administration, the catch and release policy, where if an illegal alien brings a child with them, they are caught, detained, but only briefly, and released into the United States and told to come back to a court date? Is that what Democrats want to continue?
I don't know if that's a solution, although it did seem to be good enough for our president for the first 15 months of his presidency. But I appreciate that he said to come up with a solution here. I think that we need to talk about an actual bipartisan bill that doesn't have poison pills in it, like this wall that President Trump has campaigned on and now is promised will be paid for by Mexico. So this isn't really a question of putting this on Republicans. I'm talking about our president in this case. He's the one who's been out there offering misinformation, calling this a democratic law. As we talked about this being a court decision, not a law.
It is a law. The job of the president of the United States, he's the chief executive. His job is to enforce the law. The law in the book, you don't have to agree with the law in the book. I don't. I think we should change the law. I don't think we should be separating children from their parents. But it's the job of the executive, the chief executive, to enforce our laws. If we don't like laws, the legislature should change that. That brings us back to where we began this conversation. Congress has the opportunity and the responsibility to change this law if it's a bad thing. You mentioned it again. You used the word poison pill in regards to the wall. Democrats won't come to the table, won't vote for this solution because of another political policy that they don't like. That means they're holding these children hostage.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.